new edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. This week we talk about everything that's going on with Raw, SmackDown, Impact, and we'll piggyback back on the SummerSlam show. All new Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Everybody, once again to the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix. Glad you're here to join us this weekend. Man, oh man, we got a lot to get to. But first and foremost, you use the hashtag PSW right here for everything Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation. You can like, subscribe, share here on Connect TV. We always want more. So subscribe to Connect TV to like this show and give us your opinion on what you think that matters to you and matters in wrestling. Alright, let's get to the Raw report. On Monday Night Raw this week, man, Monday Night Raw kicked with a bang, where if you watch the compilation piece of the Pro Wrestling Show with the review SummerSlam, I talked about Roman Reigns winning the Universal Championship finally from Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns did it. He did it on his own with probably a little help from Braun Strowman, who was standing at ringside and being a distraction to Brock. But Roman addressed the crowd, and the crowd, some were kind of for it and some were against it. But Roman Reigns issued a challenge that somebody deserves a Universal Championship match, and no other than Roman Reigns chose Finn Balor, the first ever Universal Champion. As you can remember, back 2 years ago at SummerSlam, Finn Balor won the championship when it was newly created, and now Finn Balor gets a shot at the championship, and the both men shook hands and Finn accepted the challenge. So we'll get to that later on in the show. Also, nowhere was Ronda Rousey winning the Raw Women's Championship from Alexa Bliss, and they had a coronation, and Stephanie McMahon was in the ring to coronate the new Raw Women's Champion, and Ronda Rousey came out with a standing ovation, and Ronda Rousey could perhaps be the most powerful Raw Women's Champion ever. But then the same thing is, who's going to take the championship away from her? Who's going to take that title off her waist? It's going to be a long time. You got to really think on that. But Ronda Rousey seemed humble and seemed appreciative that she wanted the women from the outside to stand inside the ring with her, and Stephanie kind of looked at confused and pondered like, what's going on? And Stephanie kind of was telling Ronda, this is not the behavior of a women's champion. And Ronda didn't care what Stephanie thought. So Ronda kind of, led her own path, but Ronda let Stephanie have it again, locking the armbar once again on Stephanie, and causing the commish to roll out the ring with the bad females carrying and catering to her, where the good females stood tall with Ronda Rousey. Also, the tag team situation, the Revival. I told you they couldn't get the job done. It's the tag team taking those belts away from the B team, but individually, each man won their match. So it's kind of like, what's WWE doing? I thought the Revival was going to get it at SummerSlam, and then they kind of changed their mind and took it from us. But you got to look at the Revival's the best solid tag team in the WWE. They remind you of the Andersons or the Brain Busters, if you kind of know your old school WWE. The Intercontinental title situation, Seth Rollins won from Dolph Ziggler, but his tag team partner Dean Ambrose came and wrestled in his first match back on Raw, and he defeated Dolph Ziggler. Well, a way for him to get himself back in track again, back in track with those muscles and looking massive. The Boss Hug Connection, it was in action, and they won. It's kind of like a tease that they're trying to tell you that we're doing a women's tag team, but we don't want to tell you yet. And finally, the Universal Championship was on the line. Well, wait, wasn't just me. Kurt Angle was trying to come out and be concerning. He had a lot of issues with Paul Heyman. Heyman came out of nowhere and asked Angle when would Brock Lesnar to get himself a rematch. And how Brock treated that championship and not defending it as he should have been, like Paul Heyman, like I said, reigning and defending champion. Well, yeah, I guess Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar had to wait a long time, very long time, for them to get a shot at the Universal Championship. Oh well, they just had to wait. And then Kurt Angle had to realize then that Stephanie McMahon was displeased with his actions and not attending to her about the Ronda Rousey situation, and she made it clear that Kurt Angle will take a vacation, a sabbatical, for a very long time. We don't know when he'll come back. You know, is it permanent or temporary or however? But he still remains a GM. Now, Constable Baron Corbin now will become the acting general manager of Raw going forward. So it's going to be interesting to see how Baron Corbin do as GM, and can he keep Raw in line. So we'll see that with line superstars. Because Baron Corbin was in action earlier with Bobby Lashley, and it's like, I don't know what to do with Lashley, and they kind of put Lashley in kind of certain situations, which, well, but speaking of that, the main event on Raw was for the Universal Championship, the first time the title had been defended since its inception, since 2 years. The Universal Championship been in line. And man, oh man, it was a match. I mean, a match. It was a long fought match. It was a good match, good steady match between two men that are Universal in that Universal Championship group. Roman newly won the championship. Finn wanted to get back his title and never got a rematch for his title. It was back and forth, good, until Braun Strowman came out and, you know, told the world that he's going to cash in front of the face once again. And came out there and Roman won the match, beat Finn. Good effort for Finn Balor. Roman Reigns, right here. Braun Strowman was about to defeat Finn, and Finn, not Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman came out there, and he was about to cash in. We thought he was gonna get cash in until the Shield came out with Roman. This consists of Roman, still in the ring, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and they just went in and attacked Braun Strowman for preventing Braun Strowman to cash in and win the championship. And they just picked him up and then slammed him down into the table, leaving their stance. Once again, powerbombed him. So, it's wondering right on the Raw Report, would Braun Strowman ever get able to cash in, or did that cash in mean in effect? Because I don't think the ref rang the bell. So, I think that if the ref rang the bell, then that's kind of like telling you right there. You know, we don't know. All right. That does it for the Raw Ring Report. Let's move on to the SmackDown Ring Report. On the SmackDown Ring Report this week, everything going into a frenzy now. Now, WWE Champion AJ Styles, he had lost his cool, lost his emotions this past weekend at SummerSlam, where he thought he was going to beat Samoa Joe and keep his arms, but Samoa Joe made it personal. Samoa Joe made it personal by his family, and AJ Styles don't play by his family. I don't blame AJ. It's just like when people in this, sometimes people in the world, sometimes everybody want to get personal, and it's kind of like, get personal, you better know what you're doing. And I don't, Samoa Joe kind of knows what he's doing, but he came out and just said, AJ, daughter, your wife, when you gonna go back home, be a stay-home dad? And AJ Styles told him, I'm not gonna be a stay-home, I'm gonna be a fighting champion. I'm gonna be his dad too, my kid. But I think Samoa Joe's getting the mind games, head games with him, saying, hey, you not what you wanna be, but I am what I wanna be. So, when that blindside attack and left AJ laying. So we'll see how this go forward at Hell in a Cell. If there ever is gonna be a match, I know it's gonna be a match because this rivalry ain't done yet. Also, Charlotte gets her revenge and wants to know why Becky Lynch did what she did. And Becky Lynch causes the scene at SummerSlam. You know, you go back to the predict the outcome review show, I'll tell you. But Becky Lynch kind of like just snapped, and her and Charlotte got into a brawl. So you know that's gonna be a program right there waiting to happen with the whole SmackDown women's roster had to separate both of them. Separate you. Then you know that's a match right there waiting to happen. Also, Naomi was in action. She went against one of the Iconics and lost. Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy settled the grudge match. And the grudge match, you know, Randy Orton taking a lot of punishment and went through this one-time bomb to the table. So I guess Randy Orton's going to be taking some punishment through it each and every week. Also, the tag team titles was online as the New Day challenged the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown tag team titles, and it was a good square match. But at the end, the New Day won their 5th SmackDown tag team titles. Good, impressive record for the New Day, becoming the WWE World Tag Team Champions on SmackDown. So it was good. SmackDown was a good show, to be honest. It was kind of like I would think both shows was, because Roman Reigns and you didn't expect the Shield coming in and then find the fans got what they want. Roman kind of like a heel, so it's sort of like coming into fruition. Or everything's getting better on SmackDown. So both shows coming on its own, different shows. All right. That is the SmackDown report. When we return, when we continue, we'll have more pro wrestling shows. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome to Burpee's gas station. How can I help you?
What's up, Slim? Can I have a massive midnight light, cool 100 light, and a pack of cigarettes that diamond guy? Better yet, don't worry about it.
What in the world did I just get myself into? Better yet, you know what? I don't need this job. I'm finna go elsewhere.
Show. As always, I'm Ken Nix, your host. Use the hashtag PSW, acronym for Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation. Tell us how you think. Leave opinions. Like, make comment, and also subscribe to this channel, Connect TV. Connect TV is the place to be, and I tell you that where social media meets entertainment. We done do that. All right, let's get to hot topics. On hot topics this week, man, we're only a matter of 1 week away for All In, the pay-per-view that many people are considering better, could be better than a WWE product that is an independent promotion going into its own. So, you know, they're gonna have the over budget battle royal and stuff will be on the WG in America. So all in kind of looking like a superior card. But you got a lot of matches and stuff. And then the Cody and the Young Bucks who orchestrated the event appeared on the Chris Jericho podcast to say that, you know, if they ever got approached by WWE, they come back, and WWE, they said they would like to do it, but it's sort of like it's gonna be on their terms. So we wishing Cody and them more on what's going on, but we're gonna definitely see All In on the Fight Net app. Also, there's been rumors that certain around could WWE be getting Ryback. Ryback could come back to WWE. And also another rumor appears that AJ Lee might be come back for Evolution. So is it hope that AJ Lee can come back Evolution, and if she does, could she put the bridge together between her and between CM Punk and WWE to have a relationship back? I can see that. I could really see that, but CM Punk's kind of saying he's stuck for stone, like this is. But with Ryback, they saying that he can probably come back to the Royal Rumble and be a surprise entrance. You never know, anything can happen in WWE. Believe me, anything can happen in this world. That's it. One of the Bludgeon Brothers got, you know, having surgery. As we talked about on the SmackDown report, that he did that move that caused, you know, make himself rupture, you know, because tears elbow, so, you know, stuff like that. He had to get, undergo back test surgery here in Birmingham. So it's a lot. It's a lot that's going on in wrestling. More stuff I would just say, but it's more. I want to say it's more, but I think that's it for now. All right, that's in hot topics. Let's go to the Impact report. Now, Impact Wrestling making moves too. You had Killer Cross and Austin Aries, the world champion, opened the show last week. Now this week, Eddie Edwards opened the show, and the man's a piece of both of them. They come out and try to say, "Come on," and then Eddie Edwards had some of his sleeve. He brought out his friend Moose, and Moose coming back. So next week's show is gonna be Moose and Eddie Edwards against Austin Aries and Killer Cross 1-on-1. That's gonna be interesting to see. Okay. Also, Allie put out the challenge that she wants to challenge both her enemies, Tessa Blanchard, and she wants to get back the Knockouts title from Su Yung. She'll do so next week in a triple threat match for the Knockouts title. So that's going to be interesting. Also, Dakota Lee wants to be part of the Gravy Train. Not that part of Gravy Train, but, you know, be under Eli Drake's tutelage. When they went against a tag team of jobbers and lost against the tag team of jobbers, and Eli Drake was unimpressed from there. I tell you. Also, trying to think, Skylar Bordeaux meets Grado. And that was kind of weird. Grado didn't know what to think and know what to say. Another thing, also the grudge match between, it was a Mexican grudge match between Pentagon Jr. versus Sami Callihan. Back and forth. It was gory, it was gritty, it was everything you wanted to see in a match. But at the end, Sami Callihan won. And you see when Pentagon Jr. was using staples to staple his head, like boop, 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 boop. Had that man going crazy and pull out the staples out of his head. Boop, 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 boop. It was kind of eerie but gory, but hey, that's what happens in wrestling. And then also Impact announced that they're going to be doing a taping in Mexico City to tie into that. So everything in the Impact world is going straight. Everything going in the wrestling world is going straight. And that does it for our show for this week. We thank you all for watching, and subscribe to Connect TV. You won't miss a thing. You won't miss shows like this. Also next week, the return of season 2 of The Take is going to be even funnier than ever before. So thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next week here on the Pro Wrestling Show.